Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. We're in the year 1993, we've got 4 million quid in the bank. It's not going brilliantly, but I think we're on the up. As you can see, in 1992 we made 2 million quid profit over the course of the year, and that's perfectly acceptable. Back up to 18 million coming in from 14 million, which is what happened when I started rearranging things to involve trams. So what's our focus for today? Well, let's have a look at the tram lines I set up. I mean, you watched them start, you might as well see how they're doing. That's Ripon. No, we're not interested in Ripon. Didn't do Ripon, we did Torrington. We started off in Torrington. So where's our plucky tram here? Actually, let's just ease things down a little. We don't need to be going too fast. Yeah, so it's not going to be the most profitable way of running our enterprise in the world. Let's have a look. Yes, things seem to have got a little confused on the which line is which fashion. Could be that I'm starting to run too many lines now, because we've got trains turning up in tram stuff, which is a bit odd. Today I'm going to look at all of our road vehicles and see if we can maybe simplify that a little, but not just yet. And here's rail. Rail is almost getting there. I've got something radical I'm going to try with steel in a moment. Yeah, but you know, the trams are running there, and all being well, they are helping to drive more traffic to the stations. We'll see. In fact, you know, these guys just got off the train. Why aren't you now waiting for a tram? Trams are sexy. That's, you know, that's what people want to ride on. You bunch of clone-like vest women and men in overalls. Where else did we go? So while you were away, no, I covered Billericay while you were here. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. But if not, here it is anyway. Yep. So 4 whole passengers waiting for the walk tour. Actually, they're waiting for it in the other direction, I think. Or are they? Are you stopping or are you leaving? You're leaving. Okay, right. They're waiting for the opposite direction. In which case, let's have a quick look. How many did you pick up? 82. Oh, that's much more like it. Yeah, and we've got passengers waiting for the shuttle as it comes round. Where's it up to at the moment? Because that's quite cool that we've got lots of people waiting around there. There we go. We're over here. Currently carrying nobody, but you know, as stated previously, I do like to get train systems set up in advance of there being a population to require them. So that's Billericay. Where else did we go? We went to Woking. I'm so lost. Where are we? Here we go. Woking. So here's the Woking tram system is in place. We've got 3 waiting for the shuttle, 14 waiting for the train. That can be better. Still, we've got another couple coming in, by the looks of it. You going to beat the train in? Oh, I should Coco. Yes. Okay, good. Right, and then I also did Slough and Barrow Inverness. Slough, actually. Look at that. 15 people waiting for the tram. Get in. That's what we like to see. What's so popular in this area then? What have we got here? What are you? You're a leisure facility, as are you, I imagine. As are you, and so are you. Oh, okay. So people are leaving the leisure facilities by tram. Splendid. And we've got, what are we waiting? We got 11 people waiting. That's ridiculous. 11 people waiting for the train, 24 people waiting for the tram. Oh, that's insane. To the point that actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy another tram. Right, line is the... Where are we? We're in Slough. Slough. Set line. Off we go. Yeah. Frankly, if there's demand, I'll try and fill it. And then here we are in Barrow. What have we got waiting here? 53 waiting for the train. Well, that's a little better than before. But even so, that train system is never going to be profitable until I run it at full speed down to Chard. So at which point, the Chard to Slough route might make us some decent cash simply because of the kind of the brute force speed that it'll do. How many are you carrying here? 63. So passenger numbers are picking up, and I'm hoping that that trams will contribute towards that a little. Right, buses. That's what we're going to do today. Buses. Can I be bothered with buses? Right, Bexhill Circle. There we go. Really? Bexhill is the... Oh no, it's in alphabetical order, you fool. Right, okay, so Bexhill. Let's have a look. What have we got going on here? 14 people waiting. 15 on board this bus, which is ancient. And on the other bus here, 13 on board that. Right, okay, so what we'll do here is there's enough demand to warrant multiple buses running around. So let's set the vehicle to replace... Oh, how many can you handle? 25. It's 400 grand versus a 250 grand MAN SL192 versus the Burkhoff, what's this, Duvedek. Running costs are only 50 grand a year versus 40 grand a year for significantly less sold. Okay, yes, replace those as and when you see the need. Right, let's have a look at the Haver Circle. No, let's actually go there. There we go, 12 of 15 on this bus at the moment. Again, it's this looks like it came into service in the 1940s. Right, what's demand looking like? 12 waiting for the circle there. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I mean, this is going to upset the passengers, but I'm going to group these together. There we go. This is Haverhill Grand Central. Smashing. That always puts the cat amongst the pigeons, because the first thing that happens when you do that is, I don't know if all the passengers that were waiting, yes, they just vaporize. It's a good way of vaporizing your population immediately. They'll come back, but that's going to suck in the short term. Oh, there we go. Look, Bexhill's got one of these big bendy buses going already. Let's go give that a look. Actually, it's quite a weird bendy bus. Usually they are the same length, both front and rear, but this one is seems to be running down a pedestrianised precinct. My God, that's a station. Whew. Fun. Oh, we ought to merge these together as well. Okay, we're going to do that. Where are we? Bexhill. Okay. I'll wait for you to finish your pickup. Group that with this. That's a lot of money I just left on the table there. Bexhill Grand Central. Excellent. They'll be back. They always are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What have we got? Oh, marvellous. Right. So I start putting buses into service and you immediately come out with a fresh one. Cheers for that. Mind you, that's pretty typical. Yeah, so as you can see, look, you know, there is a certain amount of confusion going on as to what constitutes a bus. You train chaps certainly don't commute. You're not buses. Right, anyway, Haverhill Circle. We were just looking at that, and that looks like it can certainly support both vehicles that it's got running it at the moment. So let's have a look. What is the Volvo here? Carries 18. Well, this bendy bus was only in service till 2010. Interesting. 49 a year versus 50 a year. And the loading speed on this is 5 times. Why would I use the Volvo? No, I'm going with this bad boy. No, it's, the money makes sense. Right, what else have we got going on here? Ripon Circle. How many have we got on there? 11 on one and 14 or 15 on the other. Right, we'll do the same thing with Ripon. And actually, these lines are profitable. I mean, you know, they're not making me the kind of money that I could retire on, but they are profitable lines. So let's get the auto replacement running. What about Tewkesbury? 11 and 0 of 15. Okay, we can possibly mothball one of these two buses. Do we think we're going to drive any extra demand? Let's go zoom in. Right, what's going on, Tewkesbury? Let's get rid of this massive dialogue here. Tewkesbury just isn't growing. Is it getting goods? Yeah, of course it is. This is where my ill-fated goods line is. We've got 130 people waiting for the Tewkesbury commuter. That's magnificent. And it's only going up. Right, speaking of which, where is it? Coming in now. 120 capacity. This is where we're making the money. Let's zoom in a little to see this fella coming in. Magnificent. Is it anyone we know? No, it's Train 4, as yet unnamed. Okay, splendid. Right, so what are we going to do at Tewkesbury? Do we kill one of those buses off, do we think? What's the run time on it? 3 minutes. It's tempting, isn't it? Yeah, I think we might do. I think we just might. Yeah. You there. Go to the depot. And then we'll stick the other one on auto replace for the Burkoff. Yeah. Magnificent. Right, okay, we possibly ought to do the same with trucks. These guys are making money. I'm not even going to go and have a look, but let's make sure they're using the latest and greatest in terms of vehicles. Okay, they are using a man. This obviously hasn't updated in a while. These ones. No, look, don't just randomly press buttons, you idiot. Vehicle replacement. Set vehicle. Man, in fact, I think these have automatically upgraded themselves to replace with the best stuff. Let's get you replaced. Okay, this is the iron experiment. What are we losing here? 50 grand a year, and then Tewkesbury Oil is losing 20 grand a year. Right, I think we've had enough. I think we've had enough of this particular experiment, and you can go to the depot. And we'll delete the line. There we go. That's what we say to that. What about the iron experiment? Are we still going to persist with this? No, let's watch him do a pickup. Actually, we should be due a better truck than this. I mean, that looks vaguely kind of 70s-ish, and we're in 1994. What have we got waiting here? Upper Tewkesbury, not a thing. And what are you carrying? Nothing. You're fired. I'm not running a charity. When it comes down to it, you know, I'm in a business to make money here. Go on, get out of it. You're costing me money to keep open every year, so you know what? That's a vehicle anyway. Not anymore, there isn't. Right. Same deal on this one. Yeah, get shot. Good. The occasional purge makes one feel better about life. And that's automatically got rid of the line as well. Good, excellent, smashing. We are burning a bit of money though. Right, let's go to the depot here. It's Tewkesbury depot. Where are the vehicles? Ah, there's one. Right. You're gone. Okay, I'll keep that open while we look around for something else fun to do. Right, now, the other thing that I was going to do is on trains. It occurred to me that if we look at the Haverhill Steel train here. No, maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Okay, so here's what I thought. Yeah, let's follow the trains while I think on this a little more. In fact, let's follow this one because I know where it is. Okay, right. So he's carrying 16 goods out to Haverhill, which it's not brilliant. It's certainly not making us any money. You're sold. Get out of here. Yeah, it's not making us any money, but it is helping to fuel the growth, theoretically, of Haverhill. And that's fine, and that's dandy, and, you know, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to be throwing away quite so much cash if I can possibly avoid doing so. So, since he runs from here, right, up the line to our steel mill, why doesn't he also do the opposite run? So why doesn't he also then pick up and drop off in Tewkesbury? Right, that would seem to be logical, right? The steel mill will keep churning away, loading the station up, and instead of running 2 unprofitable trains, I can run 1 unprofitable train. Am I wrong? Yeah, I mean, because that would make sense logically, but what I suspect will happen is that most of the cargo that is currently being picked up will just go elsewhere. And since these guys are supposedly fueling growth, that's not a great plan, is it? Right, you're facing in the wrong direction and are currently empty. That's the right one, isn't it? Train 5? Yeah. Okay, let's send you to the depot. And let's call the depot up so that I can see when he turns up there. Right, and then let's make a new line here. This, I mean, this could be just a really, really, really bad idea. Right, oh, we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of Haverhill Steel. Right, okay, so what we'll do is we'll take Tewkesbury Steel and we'll just rename it Tewkes Haver Steel. Let's spell it right, shall we? Tewkes Haver Steel. Right, so it goes from, it wants signal 17, which is there. That's just to keep it on the right side of the track. Let's try and simplify the logic. You should be disappearing off. There you are, Dick. Okay, so Tewkesbury North is... transfer is the main station here. Tewkesbury North is this one. Up to transfer to signal 17. Transfer. 17 North. Okay, we're going to need to put a bit more track in for this to work. We don't need high-speed tracks for this. Signal in the way. Well, let's get rid of the signal. We don't need it. I'm quite aware of the signal there. Oh no, that was the signal to show that that bit of track had been freed up. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Right, so after signal 17, we go back to... Oh, this is... It's the presence of signal 17 is confusing the nuts off me. Right, let's sell that train. Good. That's 400 grand in and less running costs per year. Not going to complain about that. Right, so you go north, pick up, drop off, come back in using 17 to north, add north, then this one. Haverhill, and then back to north. Right. Everybody's happy. We're all golden. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. Who the hell knows? Right, you sold. Let's speed things along a little and see how we do. Now, he's not going to pick much up this time, I wouldn't have thought. Oh no, it's gone back the other way. 6 goods, you see? It's just not. Try to ship more goods. I would ship as many goods as I possibly could if you would stick them on the ruddy platform. You stick them here for me to pick up, and I will pick them up. You better believe it. Right, what have we got waiting? 7, 8. Well, that's more like it. That's more like getting into double figures now. This has potential. Here he comes. Now, this could mean that Tewkesbury is going to get the short end of the stick. Oh no, there's 10 waiting for Tewkesbury, and only 7 were due to go to Hayvale. Interesting. Okay, well, I think that's going to pay off. I don't think it's going to make me profit. No, that's too much to hope for. But I think it is going to result in something positive. So. Yeah, we'll continue to monitor the situation. I quite like that there's 18 now waiting. Maybe this was actually a better way to do it in the first place. I don't think that the uplift in goods production is as yet paying for itself. But we'll figure that out. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to wrap it up here for today. Oh, I really hope this pays off. It would just be absolutely splendid if it did. Carrying 15's a bit better. You know, maybe there is some gold in these hills. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be back next time, where I think we're going to finally get around to rationalising our passenger train situation, so that we're not running a mixed bag on every single line. Why don't you tune in for that? I'll be back then. Thank you very much. Cheerio.